Hey beauties, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, and on this channel I love to talk about beauty content, especially fragrances. Whether y'all are watching me for the first time or you've decided to come back, thank you so much. I truly do appreciate you guys. In today's video, you guys, I'm doing a fragrance tag created by Ajwa Loves Fragrances here on YouTube. Thank you, Ajwa, so much for tagging me. I truly do appreciate you. If y'all are not familiar with her channel, please check her out. She has a wonderful fragrance collection, especially of Middle Eastern fragrances, and I love her personality. She is a beautiful soul. So if you guys are interested in hearing about this tag, or you just want to hang out with me, then let's hop into this video. So this tag, you guys, was created to talk about the fragrance that gave you that aha moment about a fragrance house, that gateway fragrance, that fragrance that made you say, wait a minute, this what y'all doing in this house? Let me in and show me around so I can see what else y'all have in y'all house. So I think I have about 12 fragrances here, you guys, that I'm going to talk about, not getting too much into those, but just the fragrance itself on me wanting to explore the house more. So the first fragrance we have, you guys, is Yara from Lattafa. And this fragrance right here, you guys, started me on a very deep, dark rabbit hole of Middle Eastern fragrances that I have not been able to dig myself out of. If you are newer to the channel, then you don't know that this fragrance is in my top 10 for life. Before I purchased Yara, I had one Middle Eastern fragrance in my collection from the dupe houses, and that was Casablanca from Swiss Arabian. I don't even think that fragrance is duping anything. I had tried Shagaf Oud and I hated that fragrance and got rid of it. And I really wasn't checking for any Middle Eastern dupe houses. I normally purchase my dupe fragrances from Juliana's Perfumes, Be Layered, or Dossier. Until Yara. When I smelled this fragrance and fell so deeply, madly in love with this fragrance, I said, wait a minute, Lattafa, this is what y'all doing? This is what everybody has been talking about with these Middle Eastern dupe fragrances? Let me in the house. Let me in so I can see what y'all doing. So it's been like that ever since, not only with Lattafa. Y'all know when you have a gateway situation, you start off with something small, but it always snowballs into something else. So we started with Lattafa, and then I started wondering about Paris Corner and Al Haramain and all of the other people like Fragrance World. Let me just try everybody. Isn't that what happened? So this was my gateway aha moment into not only Lattafa, but the Middle Eastern fragrances, and I have not looked back. Yara from Lattafa. So the next fragrance, you guys, is WaveChild from room 1015. After smelling this fragrance, I started knocking on room 15's door. Like, let me in, y'all. Let me see what else y'all got going on in this room, because I need to be a part of it. I need to smell cherry punk and all of the other fragrances in the house of room 1015. This is not a fragrance that's for everybody because of the marine quality of the fragrance, but that's one of the things that draws me in. It's fresh, it's marine, it's a little sweet. It is definitely giving you oceanside vibes. And I forgot to mention about this fragrance, it has a cooling effect. When it's super hot outside and you spray this on yourself, you just feel a cool mist of ocean water on you. That's just how I feel about it. And this was my gateway fragrance into room 1015. I definitely want to explore more fragrances from this house. Okay, you guys, this next fragrance is from the house of Simone Androli, and this is Leisure in Paradise. And after smelling this very heavenly, tropical, sweet, creamy, delicious, fruity fragrance, I said, Simone Androli, what are y'all doing over there? And please invite me in so I can find out all about it. I need to try every fragrance that they have, because I'm convinced if you make a masterpiece like this, you have got to have some more stuff going on in there. I need to find out. When I moved, WaveChild and Leisure in Paradise were a couple of the fragrances that I did not pack because I wanted to make sure I had something that really made me happy. Moving is stressful and messy, which brings me to our affirmation of the day. I heard this at church today. The pastor said, "You cannot outwork your stress or your mess." And you guys, that hit me so hard. I just said, wow, that is just so powerful. And y'all know moving is stressful and messy, but having a couple of my favorite fragrances out made it a little less stressful and messy. I definitely need to try out more of the fragrances from this house. Leisure in Paradise from the House of Simone Andrioli. This next fragrance, you guys, is from the House of Jusbox, and this is Delicious Black Powder. You guys, I was so impressed by the quality of this fragrance. It immediately made me say, you definitely need to see what else Jusbox has going on in their house. Stop playing, because this fragrance right here is gorgeous. The quality of the dark chocolate in this fragrance is amazing. It's like a very gourmand, rich, delicious dark chocolate with some powdery touches and saffron. I did try, you guys, that is it creme de la berry from their line. I had a little dabber of it and I really liked it. I love the milkiness of it, but that cereal crunchberry, Captain Crunchberry, Smurfberry crunch vibe was so strong and nostalgic. I said, wait a minute, maybe I need to hold off on that or get a decant of it to see how it develops. So I'm definitely going to do that after smelling this fragrance. This house is definitely one I want to explore. Jusbox Delicious Black Powder. This next fragrance, you guys, is from the House of Jusbox, and this is Carioca Heart. You guys see what I've been doing to this fragrance this past summer. And this one, you guys, it wasn't one that I was expecting, but I was really intrigued by how it smelled. I thought I was going to get a Leisure in Paradise type of fragrance. No, that's not what I got. If this fragrance was a woman, the way I think about it, if you guys have ever seen The Firm with Tom Cruise, I am telling my age, but there was a scene when he was walking on the beach and he saw this woman being attacked or get into some type of altercation with her client, and he went and saved her and she seduced him, and they took pictures of him while he was being seduced. That's what this fragrance is. That woman did not look like she was setting him up, and she did. And to me, this fragrance will set you up like a fruity drink that tastes so delicious, not realizing that there's a lot of rum in here, and when you stand up, you're not going to be able to, like a Long Island iced tea. Not trying to ramble, but have y'all ever been on their website? Each of their fragrances is inspired by some type of music, hence the record player. This house is all about music. They have a playlist for each of their fragrances, and you can actually listen to the music that goes along with each fragrance. So when I saw that, I love music. Not only was I intrigued by the fragrance, but I was intrigued by the inspiration behind each fragrance. So I definitely want to try out more, including the Perfume, guys, new fragrance from Jusbox. This is Carioca Heart. So the next fragrance, you guys, is from the House of Giordani di Toscana, and this is Bianco Latte. Being a gourmand lover and a lactonic fragrance lover, how could I not want to see what else they had going on in their house? Like, I'm peeking through the windows trying to see what else they got in there. Like, what y'all got going on in there? Because this fragrance right here is one for the record books. If you love a good gourmand, milky, fluffy, creamy fragrance, this is your jam. And when I started peeking through the windows, I saw Bora Bora in there. I said, oh my gosh, let me try her. And I tried her, and she's just as good as this one. I love that fragrance so much. So now I need to see what else they got going on, because they obviously do creamy gourmand fragrances right. I need to be a part of that whole situation. So this one, gateway entry fragrance. to the House of Giordani di Toscana. This is Bianco Latte. So this next fragrance, you guys, is a designer fragrance, and this is from Marc Jacobs. This is Perfect Intense. Up until I got my hands on this fragrance, the only thing I owned from Marc Jacobs was a tote bag. Shocking, right? I didn't have any Marc Jacobs fragrances, but once I got my nose on this beautiful floral, nutty, creamy fragrance from the sandalwood, I said, my good Lord, this is one of the most beautiful designer fragrances I have in my collection. And now I need to give Marc Jacobs more attention when it comes to their fragrances. So naturally I had to get Perfect, which is an almond milk. And that fragrance is also beautiful. I like this one better though. And y'all, as this has matured, I keep smelling it because it has matured into the most beautiful fragrance. That jasmine in here and narcissus. Sexy, 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 sexy. This is Perfect Intense. The next fragrance, you guys, is from the House of Diptyque, and this is Le Papier. I'm going to get that pronunciation right one day, you guys. Water and paper. I've been hearing about Diptyque for a while now, and I've been kind of curious, but not really. I heard about this one, and I thought that this would be something that I liked. So I got this one with a gift card for my birthday, and when I smelled it, I said, oh Lord, this is what Diptyque has been doing, and I've been missing out all this time. Lord have mercy. Man, is this a good one. This is a fresh, clean, musky fragrance with a little sweetness to it. To me, it's a classy, elegant, freshy. I can see someone who's very wealthy wearing this to go play tennis, or maybe she's having brunch or something like that. That's what the vibes of this fragrance is giving me. Now that I've experienced this house, I definitely want to know more about what they have going on. This is Diptyque Le Papier. The next fragrance I have for you guys is from Kai's Perfumes, and this is Delizia di Marshmallow. I believe Kai's Perfumes is an indie house that specializes in gourmand fragrances. And when I smelled this, I said, oh my goodness, if they have a housewarming party, please invite me, because I need to know what you guys got going on in your house. If you guys like a powdery, vanilla, marshmallow, sugar type of vibe, you have got to try this. Not only is this amazing, but it is affordable. It is one of my favorite vanillas that I have in my collection, and I need to find out more about what they have going on, because this is gourmand done right. Kai's Perfumes, Delizia di Marshmallow. The next one, you guys, is from the House of Gritti, and this is Chantilly. You guys, this one, when I opened the box, I said, oh my goodness, this is what y'all doing at Gritti. This is beautiful. The packaging is amazing, but the juice in here is just as good. Once I really got to know this fragrance, I fell madly in love with it, and I immediately wanted to explore more with the House of Gritti. This is, to me, a delicate freshie. I personally don't think this is a loud fragrance, but somebody else does, and we'll talk about that. This is delicate, fresh, tropical, creamy, musky, powdery fragrance, and is really wonderful for a hot summer's day. And because I like this so much, I love the packaging of the fragrance, I want to explore more from this house. This is Chantilly from Gritti. Okay, you guys, so this next fragrance is Bare from Victoria's Secret. Now, hear me out. No, this is not my first Victoria's Secret fragrance. However, this is my reintroduction into Victoria's Secret. You know how you quit a habit and then something happens and you get reintroduced to the habit? That's what happened with this fragrance. So I hadn't purchased anything from Victoria's Secret in years, and when I did, it was the body mist, the shower gel, and the lotion. That's what my purchases from Victoria's Secret consist of, besides their lingerie and their loungewear. I think I owned one fragrance from them a long time ago. I think it was called Nior in the old school bottle with the squeeze top. I'm doing it like I have it in my hand, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But once I got my nose on this, thank you, Veronica, I said, wait a minute, Vicky. This is what y'all doing over there in the secret shop? I need access real quick. If you like sandalwood, violet, and citrus, this will be up your alley. It's a very simple, not clean fragrance, but it's easy to wear, you guys. And you can layer this with a lot of things. It is not overwhelming. It's just really beautiful. And once I got my nose on it, I said, okay, Vicky, I'm in. Open the closet. So then I purchased Very Sexy Oasis, and I've smelled Very Sexy Magnolia, I think it is, and I want that one too. This is my gateway entry, my aha Victoria's Secret bear. Okay, you guys, this last fragrance is from the House of Seven Virtues, and this is Cherry Ambition. Now, I'm not going to lie, you guys. I've heard people speak about Seven Virtues off and on, and I didn't really take them seriously. I smelled a couple in Sephora on tester strips, and I was like, they're okay. But y'all know you really have to experience a fragrance on skin. When this one came out, I decided to take a chance, and I blind bought this. If I didn't like it, I was going to take it back to Sephora. That was the plan. When I smelled the cherry, marshmallow, saffron goodness of this fragrance, I said, wait a minute. I've been underestimating y'all. This is the power y'all have at y'all house. I need to take y'all more seriously, because not only is this fragrance beautiful, but it's affordable, and we need more affordable fragrances in our life. So this is my gateway fragrance into the House of Seven Virtues, because I definitely want to explore more of their fragrances. Specifically, I think it's Amber Vanilla or Amber Vanille. I've smelled that a few times on skin in Sephora, and that's going to be my next purchase. So, and I know they have a new one, but this one right here is so good. I have got to take more notice of this house. Great fragrance. Okay, you guys, that is it. Those are my aha fragrances, my gateway entry fragrances. I'm going to be tagging a lot of content creators in this video. If I don't tag you, or if I forget to tag you and you're a content creator, please do this tag. I would love to see what you guys have for your entryway fragrances, your aha moments. And until we meet again, you guys, remember how blessed and highly favored you are. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.